Lesson worksheet 81. I'm finding it real quick. This is it right here. So yeah, we're not gonna go in it right away. We'll be in it in a minute or so, but I just want you to have it ready for when we go, because once we start, I want to just keep flowing. So this is it right here, lesson worksheet 81. Yes.
Can I go to the math?
All right, so I'm assuming everybody has a page. All right, so before we let's go over some math facts. Let's start with some facts. So before we had left for break, I introduced what's called our doubles plus one facts, if you remember those. So remember, we have the doubles facts, which are facts like 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3, and so on and so forth. But the doubles plus one facts were those, they were similar to those, except the answer was one. I mean, the number was one more, and so that's why they were called the doubles plus one facts. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go over them. I have them here and I'll show them to you, so we can go over together. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over them. So I'll show them to you like with the answer. It'll probably be a little easier to do it like that. All right, so 3 plus 4 equals 7, 7, 7. 4 plus 5 equals 9, 9, 9. 5 plus 6 equals 11, 11, 11. 6 plus 7 equals 13, 13, 13. 7 plus 8 equals 15, 15, 15. 8 plus 7 equals 15, 15, 15. Okay, and so these are the same exact facts. It's just now they're the twin problem. So I had 3 plus 4, and then I have 4 plus 3. Same exact fact. What would the answer be? 7. Same exact fact. So remember, even though the numbers may be switched in their place in the fact, in the addition fact, it's still the same exact answer. Those are the twin facts, okay? All right, next one. So I have 4 plus 5 is 9. So then 5 plus 4 would also be 9. Same exact facts. Same exact facts. Next, I have 5 plus 6 is 11. So 6 plus 5 would also be
11.
11. These are twins. Same fact. Okay, I had 6 plus 7 is 13. So 7 plus 6 would also be
13.
13. Same fact. 7 plus 8 is 15. So then, oh, I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's right here. 8 plus 7 is 15. So then 7 plus 8 would also be
15.
15. Same fact. Okay, then I have 8 plus 9 is 17. So 9 plus 8 would be
17.
17. So that's kind of the biggest thing that you'll have to make sure to pay attention to, because we will learn them the regular way, like 3 plus 4, 4 plus 5, 5 plus 6. But if it is switched around, don't get confused. It's the same exact fact. So that if you remember the answers of 3 plus 4, then you'll know that 4 plus 3 is the same thing. Answer will be 7. So that's important to remember when it comes to these facts. When they switch around, to know that it's the same exact fact, is just they switch. That's all. They just switch the order of the facts. Okay, let's kind of go over some subtraction facts. So remember, subtraction, we are taking away, we're losing. So 8 minus 1 equals 7. 6 minus 0 equals 6. 5 minus 1 equals
4.
9 minus 1 equals 8. 2 minus 0 equals 2. 7 minus 1 equals 6. 10 minus 0 equals 4 minus 1 equals 3. 7 minus 0 equals 4 minus 0 equals 1 minus 1 equals 5 minus 0 equals 6 minus 1 equals 5. 8 minus 0 equals 8. And 3
minus 0 equals 3.
Good. Okay, awesome. All right, so those are some of the facts I wanted to go over. Let's do a little bit of board work and then we'll go into our book. All right, so remember we learned what's called even and odd numbers. Remember, an even number is a number that we can split down the middle equally. That's why it's called even. If I break it in two, I'll have the same amount on both sides. Then we have what's called the odd numbers. Odd numbers are the opposite of even. It means I cannot split these equally down the middle. If I break an odd number in half, I will not have the same amount on both sides. So we learned the even numbers are 0, 2,
4, 6, 8.
and the odd numbers are 1, 3.
5, 7, 9.
Remember, so anytime we have a number that has double digits like this, which number do we look at to figure out if it's even or odd? The back number. So when I look at the number 46, which number would I pay close attention to?
The back.
Which is what number? 40?
6.
The 6, right? The 6 will tell us if 46 is even or odd. So 6, is that an even or odd number? Even, so that means 46 is an even number. I can split 46 in half, 23, 23, and I'll have the same amount, so that's an even number. Next, I have 17. Which number do I pay attention to?
The back.
The back number, which is the 7, and is 7 even or odd?
Odd.
Odd, so that means 17 would be odd because I cannot split 17 in half equally. So 17 is an odd number. Good. So we also learned tally marks. Remember, anytime you have the cross here, that's a total of how many?
5.
So that means, do I need to count them by ones?
No.
No, I can simply count them by
5.
fives. Also, the only time we count by ones is when they're singles like this. Would anybody like to count these for us? So we can figure out how many they are. Okay, go ahead, Dennis.
Look.
Okay, Dennis.
1, 2,
Right here.
3. 1, 2,
Okay, so whenever there's a cross, what do we count by?
5,
5. So let's try again.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Okay, so now these are singles. So I say
21,
mm-hmm.
22.
Good. 22 tally marks. Awesome. Okay, so remember, anytime there's that cross, that's a total of 5. So therefore, you count by 5s. You only count by 1s if they're the singles like this, how these two were. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and tell time. Remember, we have 2 hands on our clock. We have the long hand, which is our hour hand, and the short hand, which is our minute hand. So looking at my time here, what time would it be on my clock, Faith?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Good. Let's count some coins. Remember, we've learned pennies, which are worth 1 cent, and dimes, which are worth 10 cents. So we count by 10s with dimes, and we count by 1s with our pennies. So look at the amount here. Can anybody count this one for us? Okay, go ahead, Joshua. You're on mute. Unmute yourself.
I can't see that well.
Oh, sorry. Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. All right. How about this? This better.
1, 2,
That's a 10.
10, 20, 30, 40. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,
60.
90.
That's 60, and then it goes into ones. So 60.
1, 2, 3.
61, 62, 63. 63 cents. Yes, 63 cents. Okay. And so we also learned pairs. Remember, a pair is a total of how many?
2.
2. So a pair is a total of 2. So whenever I have a pair, what do I do to show that I have a pair?
Circle it.
Well, I have to draw.
A picture.
Draw how many?
2.
2, and then circle the 2. So in this picture, it says 9 socks equals how many pairs? So first thing we gotta do is draw the 9 socks. So let's go ahead and draw 9 socks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so how do I figure out how many pairs? So I drew the 9 socks. So what do? Circle them by how many?
2.
By 2s. So circle it. 1. Circle that. 2 pairs. Circle that. 3. Circle that. 4. Now I have 1 left over. Can this be a pair?
No.
No, it cannot be a pair. So how many pairs did I make out of 9 socks?
4.
4 pairs. Okay, so just remember that a pair is a total of 2. And whenever we have pairs, we circle them by 2s. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your book. You should already have the page, lesson worksheet 81. So this is a review of adding double-digit numbers. Remember, we were learning how to add double-digit numbers.
Nickel and penny. So we get to make our own at the bottom. I already know what total is. I already know what total this is. Because 3 plus 4. No, 3 plus 9. 3 plus 4. 10. equals 2 plus 2 equals.
Yeah, but wait.
Oh, I already know. 1, 2 plus 2 equals. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing this one first.
All right, so let's go ahead and look at our first one that we have here. So we are shopping at the school store. And as you can see in the first box, we bought a pencil for 23 cents and a pen for 14 cents. So let me go ahead and draw that.
School store.
Yeah, okay. So we have the pencil that's 23 cents plus the pen that's 14 cents. So remember, we have been learning how to add double-digit numbers like this. So whenever I'm adding a double-digit number, where do I begin adding?
At the front.
Where do I begin adding?
Back.
In the back. Yes, I start with my back numbers, which would be what? Look in your book. We're on the first box. What are the first two numbers I'm adding?
30.
3 plus
3 plus 4.
3 plus 4, and that equals what?
7.
7. 3 plus 4 is 7. So then I go ahead and put 7. You should be drawing the answers as I'm going through it. Thank you. So 3 plus 4 is 7. And then after I add my back two numbers, 3 and 4, now what do I add?
1 and 2.
2 plus 1 always start at the top. So remember, when we start adding, we start in the back and we go from top to bottom, okay? So that means I did 3 plus 4, which was 7. So now I move on to my front two numbers, which are 2 plus 1, and that equals
3.
3. So what is the answer?
37
cents. So in the total cost box right here, put 37 cents. So just remember, when you're adding double-digit numbers, you always start in the back first. Add your back two numbers from top to bottom. Then you go to your front two numbers from top to bottom. Okay, let's look at our next one. So we have the school store again. We bought a marker for 32 cents. So the marker is 32 cents plus the crayon, which are 42 cents. Okay, so we have 32 cents plus 42 cents is what we're adding. So where am I going to begin adding? In the back. So that will be 2 plus 2. What is the answer? 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. After I add my back two numbers, what do I do? Add the front numbers, which are 3. It's not 30. It's 3 plus 4, and that equals 7. So 32 cents plus 42 cents equals 74 cents.
Let me say it. I'm both saying it. There's one board in the back.
Okay, let's go to the third box. We're still at the school store again. Okay, we have a ruler that we bought for 41 cents.
And
Ruler for 41 cents and a folder for 45 cents. Okay, you add this one up on your own and then we'll discuss it. Make sure you start in the right place. Then go to the next place and then put your answer.
I'm already done. 1 plus 5. Don't say it out. Okay, that was easy. And then, why did you say the answer? So it's 60. 60. No, it's not. It's rude. Look at the answers. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 4 plus 4 equals 8. So the 8. No, it's back first. And this is the back.
All right, so anybody would like to walk me through how to add this one up? Okay, Avaya. Oh, unmute.
So you have 1 and 5 is equals 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 plus 4 equals 8.
Okay, yes, good. So the answer should have been what?
86.
86 cents. Awesome. Okay. So we're not going to do the last box. I just wanted to kind of go over reviewing how to add double digit numbers. Remember, it's important to follow those steps because whenever we're going to move on to carrying over, you have to know those steps. So we always start in the back. You have to start in the back, then you move your way to the front. Okay. All right. So that's it for our math lesson. Let's go ahead and move on to writing. You're not writing sentences today. We'll just correct them on the board. We'll do it kind of quick. So some days we'll do it like that from now on. We won't actually write them out. We'll just correct them on the board. So that'll be a lot easier.
I wish you could do 14 every day. 8 or 14 what? April 14. April 14 because it's your birthday. April 14. Oh, yeah. My birthday. I know it. August 2. Well, guess what? Your birthday, you're going to be turning 74. And then Caitlin, then me, yeah, it goes Mariah, Caitlin, James, Kenny. Yep, that's what I said. So, guys, by the time we get 7, we're going to be in 2nd grade.
Yeah. All right. So this week in writing, we are going to review and practice forming sentences, also correcting sentences that have days of the week, but also a month of the year on the inside of it. So remember, we have 7 days in a week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday again, and then it starts all over. Those are your days of the week. Then we have 12 months in a year. Your months are January, which we're in January now, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yep, so those are your 12 months of the year. So again, we have 12 months in a year, January through December, and 7 days in the week, Sunday through Saturday. Okay, so this week, that's what we're going to find in our sentences. We've already practiced that. This will probably be our last week practicing it like this. Okay. So number 1, so like I said, we're not writing sentences today. I'm kind of keeping it a little light today. We'll just go ahead and correct them on the board. So this will be pretty quick. So number 1 says Mom's birthday is in June. Would anyone like to tell me how should I correct this sentence? Kinley?
Capitalize Mom.
Okay, first letter Mom should be capitalized. Good.
And capitalize J in June.
The J in June, and then finish with the
Period.
period. Awesome. Number 2, last Tuesday, Sam got a new dog. How should this sentence be written down correctly? What do I need to do to fix it correctly? Dennis?
Capitalize on Tuesday.
Okay, but before that?
Capitalize on last.
Yes, L in last. Okay, and then you said the T in Tuesday. Good. What else?
Capitalize the S in Sam.
S in Sam. And how do I finish it?
Period.
With the period. Good. Number 3, Henry played with Will. How would I write this sentence the correct way, Faye?
Capitalize Henry.
The H in Henry, first letter.
And period.
And with Will.
Capitalize W.
W and Will, that's a boy's name. And then finish with the
Period.
Awesome. Good. So that's it. That's all I wanted to do. Yeah, I just wanted you to fix them like this. Orally, we were gonna fix them and correct them. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll probably write, but today I just wanted to go over that. And so some days, like I said, just to kind of alleviate time, well, some days we'll just correct them, some days we'll actually write them. All right, let's go ahead and move on to phonics. Yeah, let's start with charts. We're gonna go through all of them today because it's been a little while. 6, 7, 8. So we'll start with chart 6.
I hold 7 and you hold 8. Yes, Taylor will hold 9.
Here we go, chart 6. There was a second in class. It should be here.
Yeah.
Ask Miss Charles if she sees phonics chart 6.
Mr. Charles,
Mm-hmm.
I hold 7, you hold 8.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go over chart 6 together on 3. 1, 2, 3. CK says and Doug. E says E and me. O says O and go. Y says I and fly. AY says A and pray. ST says and stop. PL says pull and plane. FR says fur and frog. TR says chur and train. SH says sh and ship. TH says and thick. TH says the and this. BL says bull and block. CL says pull and clock. FL says full and flake. GL says glue and glue. All right, let's go over chart 7.
Miss Flugen.
Uh-huh.
So we're going over all of these charts until 10.
Yep.
That's a lot of charts.
I think that's it. No, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
All right, chart 7 on 3. 1, 2, 3. BR says ver and bride. DR says jur and drum. PR says per and pray. GR says gur and grin. SM says sm and smoke. SC says and scat. SK says and skate. SP says and spade. CR says cur and crab. TW says he wasn't finished.
And twins.
SPL says spool and splash. SPR says spur and sprain. SCR says skr and scream. SQU says squawk
And
squeak. SN says sn and snack. SL says slow and sleep. STR says stir and stream. SW says swap and swim. All right, chart 8.
I did it myself, bro. I said I did it.
Okay, Chart 8 on 3. 1, 2, 3. THR says third in 3. AR says R in stars. CH says ch in church. OR says or in morning. OU says ow in out. OW says ow in owl. OW says o in bow. ER says in verse. UR says in nurse. IR says in bird. OI says oi
In coin.
OY says oi in boy. OO says in book. OO says ooh in tooth. WOR says were in worms. IGH says I in night. ALL says all in ball. ALK says awk in walk. Okay, chart 9.
Oh my God.
Yeah, y'all could just go over. All right, chart 9. ING says ing and pointing. KN says and not. GN says and not. ANG says ang and bang. ING says ing and king. ONG says on and long. UNG says and strong. ANK says ain't and bank. INK says ink and wink. ONK says and honk. UNK says and trunk. WA says walk and wash. A says and adopt. Y says e and baby. LE says and little. ED says add and wanted. ED says and looked. ED says and played. Okay, and our last one, chart 10. This is the chart that we are on currently. All right, WH says what in well. WH says and who. TCH says and patch. EAR says ear in ear. EAR says air in bear. EAR says in earth. OLD says old in gold. LB says and lamb. Sorry. EW says ooh and flu. EW says you and few. Y says e and rainy. ER says
And bigger.
EST says S and biggest. LY says leak and slowly. EN says in sharpen. ES says S in peaches. ILD says iod and child. IND says I in kind. What? Okay, good. All right, so today we are moving on to our first suffix. Remember, a suffix goes at the end of a word. We have what's called a root word, which is your beginning word, and then we have the suffix, which goes at the end of the word to make it a new word. So we're learning our first suffix on chart 10, which is suffix Y, that says E, like in rainy. Okay, so look at our first one here. The word So how do I mark it? Now remember, when it comes to root words and suffixes, we mark those differently. Okay, does anyone remember how do we mark a root word and a suffix?
Put a line on sleep
Underline the root word sleep.
and circle Y.
Circle suffix Y. What's the word?
Sleepy.
Sleepy. This is suffix Y that says E. Next, how do I mark this one here? Joshua? Oh, you're on mute?
Can I go use the bathroom?
Oh, sure. Faith?
I'll put a line over dirt
Underline dirt.
and circle CY.
Circle Y. Suffix E. What's the word?
Excluded.
Dirty. Yeah. Okay. Next one, Naraya.
Underline fuzz
Underline the root word fuzz.
and circle Y.
Circle suffix Y-E. What's the word?
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy. Okay, good. Next one. Okay, Dennis. How do I mark this one here? I have to unmute. Oh, it went back mute again.
Circle might.
Might. Underline might. Circle
Y.
Y-E. What's the word?
Mighty.
Mighty. Good. All right, so we also learned a rule. So remember, look at sit. I want to turn it into sitting. Does anyone remember what I have to do in order to turn sit into sitting? What you got? What I do?
SITT.
Good. Yes, so remember, anytime your root word has a sharp vowel, like the I in sit, and it ends with a consonant, that T, you double your consonant, so it ends up sitting. So what about zip into zipped? Zip into zipped. How do I write that?
Z I P P I N D.
E-D. Good. Z-I-P-P-E-D. Good. So remember, anytime your root word has a sharp vowel and it ends with a consonant, double that consonant so you can apply it to the word. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's do our language. And then we have reading and we'll be done. All right, so we've been learning the different types of sentences. This week we'll do our very last type of sentence. So we've learned a statement sentence, which tells us something, gives us information. Could someone give me an example of a statement sentence?
Sit down, Josh.
It's just telling us something, a basic sentence.
Huh?
Okay, Faith?
I will go to the park.
I will go to the park. Good. Okay, that's a statement. It's just basically telling you what am I going to do? Go to the park. Statement. Give me another one. Dennis, another statement sentence.
I will go to the pool.
I will go to the pool. Good. So these are all examples of statements. They simply tell us something and give us information. So we learned statement sentences. Then we learn what's called a question sentence. What does a question sentence do? Ask something. Give me some examples of question sentences. Give me one.
Can you play with me?
Can you play with me? Good. Joshua?
Can you play toys with me?
Yes. Can you play toys with me? Good.
Could you box with me?
Kinley?
Could you get me a cupcake?
Could you get me a cupcake? Yes, these are all examples of question sentences. They are asking you something. So a statement tells us something, gives us information. A question will ask something. Okay. Then we learn what's called commands. A command gives you an order. It tells you to do something. Give me examples of commands. Commands. Naraya?
Go to school.
Go to school. Okay. Faith?
Mommy,
Your room.
Go to your room. Good.
I
Camille?
have to wait.
I'm sorry, Dennis? Because it said her name. That's why I said it. Yeah. A command.
Go
sentence.
outside.
Go outside. Okay? Good. So these are all examples of commands. So today we're going to learn our last type of sentence, which is an exclamation sentence.
Exclamation sentence. That's like exclamation.
Yes. Have you heard of an exclamation sentence?
Like we going to school.
Yeah. So an exclamation sentence is different from the rest for two different reasons. Of course, because of what type of sentence it is, but also how it ends. So an exclamation sentence is a sentence that shows strong feeling. Usually when you are super excited, you're angry, you're scared. Anytime you say a sentence that requires a lot of emotion, like anger, sadness, not sadness, anger, excitement, or being scared, these are called exclamation sentences. Exclamation sentences show strong feeling. It shows how you feel. So if I would say, I am going to grandma, that's a regular sentence, right? It's not really telling us any type of like how I feel, any type of emotion. But if I would say, we won the game, of course I would be excited about that, right? And so this would be an exclamation sentence. We won the game. I would be super excited about that. So exclamation sentences, they are sentences that have a lot of emotion behind them. To show that it's an exclamation sentence, you put what's called an exclamation mark. This is an exclamation mark here. It's a line, then a dot. All exclamation sentences end with an exclamation mark. So when I say, we won the game, this is the example here, okay? If I would say, watch out, that's also an exclamation sentence, right? I'm telling someone, watch out. Now, I couldn't say that like, oh, watch out. No, that type of sentence requires a lot of emotion, right? A lot of feelings. So if I would say, watch out, that's an exclamation sentence. It's showing sudden feeling. If I would say, it's my birthday, that's an exclamation sentence. Exclamation sentence is showing a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion. We won the game. Watch out. It's my birthday. All of these sentences are exclamation sentences because they show feeling, they show emotion. You're either excited or upset or, angry. Excited, angry, or scared. Usually you'll use an exclamation mark to show. So that's one way to identify these types of sentences is that they'll have that exclamation mark at the end. That's how you know it's an exclamation sentence. Now, if it has a period, then it's not. But if you see the exclamation mark, you say, oh, that's an exclamation sentence. Now, remember, not all sentences can be an exclamation sentence. The sentence has to be full of emotion, full of, excitement or something like that. And if it's like that, then that means it's an exclamation sentence. Okay? Does anybody want to try to give an example of their own exclamation sentence?
We're going to school.
We're going to school. Yep, that could be exciting for some. Yep, Dennis? Unmute, yeah. You're on mute, Dennis.
We're going to church.
We're going to church. Good. That's an exclamation sentence. Okay, Joshua.
We're going to bouncy house.
We're going to bouncy house. Good. That's something you would be excited about. Good. Faith.
We rode our bike.
We rode our bike. Good. That's exciting. We rode our bike. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Kinley.
I like science.
I like science. Well, that would be kind of more of a statement just because you like saying, so maybe if you would say, we made a volcano in science, like something like that. Something like that, yeah. But see, that's what I was saying. Like, you gotta just be careful not to give like a statement and try to make it an exclamation, okay? All right, good. So tomorrow we'll practice some more identifying the different the four types and which one is which, okay? Awesome. All right, go ahead and get out your reading. We'll finish our story today about the twins. Remember, it was their birthday and all of that. And so remember, Mom got them a surprise gift. So that's what we're gonna read about.
You got green, I got blue.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay, carry on.
70. 70.
That's super scary, Mom. Scary, Mom. She said. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll finish that story about their birthday.
Oh, I remember. Huh?
No, because last time you said, where's my book? And you found it. How about you turn to reading ours? Like, no.
Bible.
All right, the surprise gift. Okay, anybody would like to start us off?
Me,
Okay, go ahead, everybody.
the surprising gift. Kim chose her big box first. I think I know what this is, she said. I was right, she cried. It was a doll. It's a doll that can walk and talk. Tim's big box had a bat and a ball in it. I was right too, he said with a grin. Thank you, Mother and Father, the twins said again and again. Don't stop now, said Father. I want to know what that smells small gifts. Mother did not tell me.
Okay, good. All right, so when Kim chose her gift, was it what she wanted?
Yes.
Yes, it was exactly wanted. When Tim opened his gift, was it what he wanted?
Yeah.
Yes, it was what he wanted as well. And so they had one extra gift. Who knew what was in the gift? Who was the only person that knew?
Mom.
Mom was the only one who knew what was inside of this gift. No one knew. So let's see on 72 what it was. Yeah.
Hello. I like you about the rock.
I want to know too. Kim said, what is a gift that a boy and a girl will both like? We will now
O-W-O.
know soon, said father. You take the string off, Kim. Kim took the string off the box. Soon she pulled up the round book. This is a book, she said. Look, it is a Bible.
Bible, good. So they finally opened the small gift, and what was it?
A Bible.
A Bible. Mom had bought them a Bible. Okay, let's look at 73. Yeah.
No, the other page. It's a Bible, Tim cried. Now we can read our own Bible. Thank you, Mom. Kim and Tim said, this is the best gift of all. I think so too, said Father. We can read it each night. Mother and I will help at first. But son, soon you will know how to read it too. Then Mom and Father and Kim and Tim sang a song.
Good. Okay. So it was a Bible. And so why did Mom buy it for them? What did she say? She said now that they're what? They're old enough to read on their own. And so she says she's going to help them, of course, but she wants them to read on their own eventually. So that's why she bought them a Bible. Okay, let's look at 74. No, where's your book? Okay. 74.
The Bible, yes, that's the book for me. Read it now, please, Tim said to Father, and Father did.
Okay. Yes, it's like B-I-B-L-E. So y'all know that song, the B-I-B-L-E? Yes, that's the book for me. I stand alone on the word of God, the B-I-B-L-E. Yeah. Oh, well, that's what it is on 75. Okay, and let's go ahead. So they have their Bible. They sing the song. They're excited to have their Bible. All right, go ahead and finish on 75, Dennis. 94 to 100. You're on mute, Dennis.
That means the Bible. I know. The Bible, the BLB,
Okay. Not 75.
The B-I-B-L-E. The B-I-B-L-E.
The B, wait. Go ahead, Dennis. The B-I-B-L-E.
The B-I belt.
B-L-E.
Yes, that's the book for me. I stand alone on
Word.
the God, on word of God, the B-I belt. B-L-E.
Good. Okay. Awesome. So that's the song, B-I-B-L-E. I guess that's the book for me. I stand alone on the word of God, the B-I-B-L-E. Yeah, it's actually song. Okay. All right, good. So that was the story of their gifts that they got from their parents. So they really love their gifts, especially their Bible. They love having those gifts. So that was nice of the mom to buy that for them, right? Okay. All right. So last thing we'll do before we go, let's go. You can get out your spelling. I want to go over your list for this week. Okay, we're on list 16, which will be page 32 in your book. Page 32 in your book, list 16.
I'm on my pencil.
Okay, so word review. So it should be pretty easy this week. So really your Greek and Latin, that's new. So you'll have to take time to kind of study that. All right, let's go ahead and go over it. So the first word is the, T-H-E, the, come, C-O-M-E, come, I, you. Okay, next row, next one, one, O-N-E, one, next one, two, what, was,
W-A-S was
next row, said,
A-I-D.
have, give, give, do,
D-O.
and two. Good. So those are your 15 words inside of your book. And now we have your Greek and Latin for this week. We have 5 of them. So that'll give us a total of 20 words this week. Okay. Your first Greek word is Helios. H-E-L-I-O-S. Helios. And it means sun. Then we have Dia. D-I-A. Dia. It means through, between. Okay, then we have 3 Latin words. We have unus, U-N-U-S, unus, and it means one. Then we have do, D-U-O, do, and it means two. Then we have tres, T-R-E-S, tres, and it means 3. So in case you didn't know, so we had learned all the different parts of the body, like manus, caput, all of that. Now we're learning the numbers in Latin. So we have unus, du, tres. Okay? All right, so these are your Greek and Latin words for this week. And then you have your words inside of your book. All right, so that's the end of our Zoom, guys. It's good seeing you all again today. So you have all your stuff posted, like workbook pages and everything in Google Classroom. I will see you all on tomorrow. Y'all have a good day, okay? Bye-bye.